I'm Miss Manus, and I will be doing a video tutorial on context clues and how we use them to determine the meaning of unknown words. So what is a context clue? Where do we find them, and how do we use them? Those are all questions that we are going to be answering today. So what is a context clue? It's a hint that the author gives us to help define a difficult word that can be located in a book, a passage, an article, anything that you're reading. You may come across an unknown word, and the author will leave hints or clues within the sentence surrounding or within the same sentence of the unknown word to help you determine the meaning of it. There's 5 types of context clues the author can use, and we'll explore those a little further. Definition clues, example clues, inference clues, synonym clues, and antonym clues. So let's look at each of those a little deeper. A definition context clue is exactly what you think it is. If you look at example 1, elephants are enormous. They are the largest land animal in the world. So the author put the word enormous in the first sentence and followed it with a definition of what it means in the second sentence. So we can take enormous to mean the largest, right? So enormous is going to be super big. Looking at 2, 3, and 4, see if you can figure out from the context clues that the author left, if you can determine the meaning of catastrophic, blouse, and shiver. All right, so number 2, the word catastrophic would mean disastrous. He destroyed a town and many people got hurt. That's a disaster. Blouse in number 3, pulled it over your head, got caught on the earrings. What do you pull over your head? Your shirt. So when it gets cold, I shiver. My body shakes. So you have shakes and shivers. So if you're shivering, your body is shaking. Example clues are similar to synonym clues, but they're a little bit different. Because with example clues, the author is trying to illustrate what the word means for you. And he's going to use, or she is going to use keywords such as, for example, like, and including. So if you look at the example on the right side right here, in the past month we've had almost every type of precipitation, including rain, snow, sleet, and hail. So you have precipitation in purple, and that's our new word. Have including in red, and that's our signal word. Then we have examples of what the word means: rain, snow, sleet, and hail. So we can take precipitation to mean any form of rain falling from the sky, right? On to inference context clues. Inference clues are sometimes also called logic clues, and that's because inference is making a logical guess. We're using what we know with what the text has given us to make that decision, or define a word in this case. So on a hot, humid summer afternoons, I often feel languid. So our clue words are hot, humid summer afternoons. I often feel languid. So you're going to feel weak, tired. Those are how I would feel on a hot summer afternoon. So our next context clues are the synonyms. And synonyms are words that mean exactly the same or nearly the same as another word. Example, if I say, please shut the door and please close the door, I'm asking the same thing. Shut and close are synonyms of each other. So looking at our example on this side, the young girl was very aloof. She always seemed unsociable, unapproachable, and uninterested. So what does aloof mean? If we use our clues that are given to us, it's going to mean the young girl was very unfriendly. Antonyms are words that mean the opposite of a word, like good and bad. So there's often keywords to look for that signals an antonym clue, like but, although, on the contrary, on the other hand, dissimilar, in contrast to, and however. Diana appeared to be a very moral and upstanding young lady, but those who knew her knew she was very iniquitous. So we may not know what iniquitous means, but we know she's not very moral and upstanding. So what can we say about her? That she's an immoral young lady. So let's practice. The arbitrator, the neutral person chosen to settle a dispute, arrived at her decision. Melissa is quite blithe. On the other hand, her sister is clumsy and awkward. 3. The slender woman was so thin her clothes were too big on her. The man gigged the large fish, but he needed his friend to enlarge the hole and drag it out of the frigid water. 5. Celestial bodies such as the sun, moon, and stars have fascinated man through the centuries. So try to determine when each type of clue is being used in these 5 sentences. Ready? All right, here we go. Here's our answers. Definition clue, antonym clue, synonym clue, inference clue, and example clue. And I know you all got that right because you are a word detective. Don't let an unknown word stop you. Be a detective and find the meaning. Thank you for watching my presentation on context clues.